Good morning, noon, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be doing something way different. That's right, we're gonna be telling stories of me. And I'm going to call it something like, Stories of Wonder.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so pretty much today's story is basically about how I broke my first bone. So does anybody have that feeling in their gut sometimes where it's just like, if you do something, something bad will happen? Well, that was pretty much me back in like 2009 when I wanted to go outside and play with my friends. Well, it just so happened to be the best day of the week. That's right, a Friday. We just got off school and of course everybody was outside playing and doing their own little shindig. So for some context, me and my friends got two wicked skateboards because we played Tony Hawk on the PlayStation. And we thought, well, we can skate on the game, so we could skate in real life. So in my neighborhood, there's this giant hill. It looked giant anyway. And of course, we were going down it haul-assing, might I, yeah, mock fuck. So we were going down this hill on our butts. That's right, we were wussies. We didn't stand up on the boards. And then, of course, my friends dared me to go down this hill. Now, granted, none of them would do it themselves because they would go down on their belly or on their butts, just like a bunch of wussies. And, of course, they, the sly little dogs, would dare me, and they said the magic words. That's right, no balls. And I think I speak for all men that are watching today that when somebody utters those words, there's only one thing to do, and that's to do the thing that they said to do. So everybody, of course, went down the hill. One guy was on a bike. He just went zooming down and waited for us at the bottom of the hill. So of course the other guys just decided to go down the hill on their butts on their little skateboards, and of course left me behind to die. But me, being the absolute Chad I am, I listened to the no balls rule and proceeded to go down on my feet. And as I got about right here, for some reason, my tiny little baby brain said, hey, you're going too fast. And don't get me wrong, I was going like Elon Musk rocket fast. Like I was zooming, baby. And just another side note, at the bottom of this hill, there's this single speed bump. So I tried to swerve around the speed bump, but no and behold, me, I don't know how to make a skateboard turn because I am a big dum-dum. So about right around, I got around that speed bump and I owned it. Yeah, that's right. I made it around the first speed bump. But I forgot to mention one crucial detail about the story. There's not one speed bump. No, there's two speed bumps. And they're on the opposite side of each other, so it looks something like this. So, after I was approaching the second speed bump at Mach Fuck, I decided to do that same thing that I did, except for do it successfully. And of course, right when I go to pass that second speed bump, I lose my balance and the board goes flying out from under me, and all I remember is waking up on the ground. I got up like an absolute unit after like, I don't know, 30 seconds of pure unconsciousness, and I just remember my friends running to me because they thought I freaking died. And I picked myself up and I thought I was good, so I went to go throw my hands up, and then my arm did something like this. Of course, me looking at it, and me being an absolute Chad that I am, I had absolutely no reaction whatsoever, and I scrubbed it off just like it was a normal day. I'm joking, I freaked the fuck out. I cried all the way up the hill because my arm was doing this weird mathematical equation that it basically was like a belt at that point. That's right, I was pointing at myself while my arm was straight. I was terrified. I was walking up the hill, mortified. I was crying. I was boo-hooing. My head hurt, but I couldn't feel it because my arm hurt, but I couldn't feel it because the adrenaline was pumping through my veins, man. I got up to the top where our parents were and I was like, excuse me, sir. I seem to find myself into a predicament. Actually, no, if you want an actual recreation of what happened that day, so this is basically how it went. So, of course, my tiny little baby brain was like, let's just put a cast on it. You know, one of those little ace bandages that you put around my ankle when I sprained my ankle. Let's just put one of those on it. I don't want to go to a doctor. I had to go to the doctor. Let me tell you, I'll never trust a firefighter ever again. Even if my house is burning down and a firefighter's like, come with me if you want to live. Nuh-uh, fam, I'm gonna stay here where it's safe. I'm joking, obviously. Don't run away from firefighters when they're trying to save you. But no, this firefighter put my hand on this little, like, spit thing, I don't know what it was, to basically put my arm into place. And boy, oh boy, he said, I'm just going to place it on this little plank of wood. And I said, okay. I trust you. You seem like a swell guy. And then all of a sudden, he looks me dead in the eye and goes, psych, 8 for 8, and then pulls my arm on this spit. Anyway, he taped it to this little plastic plate, and of course, we went through the whole shindig. I had to have surgery. That's right. I had a plate and like a couple bolts in there. And yeah, it's not fun at all. So yeah, that's the story of my first broken bone. Yeah, it probably sounded a little more interesting in my head, but that shit was wicked. Have you broke a bone? Let me know down in the comment. Tune in next time when I tell you the story about how I lost my virginity. Tune in next time when I tell you the story of what me and the boys did for a summer pastime. I'll give you a little taste right now. It involved hornet's nests and a wiffle ball bat. Okay, goodbye, kisses.